In this lesson, we're going to look at communicable diseases. Communicable diseases are diseases that are able to be passed from person to person. A pathogen is a microorganism that causes infectious diseases or communicable diseases. The four pathogens that you need to know are protists, fungi, bacteria, and viruses. How are pathogens spread? Pathogens can be spread in three ways. So there's air, so pathogens can be spread through coughing and sneezing, through contaminated water, and through direct contact, such as shaking hands and touching contaminated surfaces. Flies and mosquitoes are vectors. What do you think this means? Pause the video and write down your answer. Vectors are something that carries a pathogen but doesn't get the disease. So for example, a fly picks up the pathogen from feces and carries it on its body. The fly then transfers the pathogen onto some food, and a person eats the contaminated food and then gets sick. Another example is when an infected mosquito bites a healthy person. The infection spreads through the body and into the red blood cells. A second mosquito bites the infected person. The mosquito may now transmit the infection to another person. How do bacteria and viruses make you ill? Bacteria can reproduce rapidly. They produce poisons called toxins that damage your body tissues. Viruses make us ill by reproducing rapidly. They live and reproduce inside cells, which causes cell damage. Pause the video and complete this passage. You need to draw a mind map as shown for the diseases caused by bacteria, so that's Salmonella and gonorrhea. For each one, you need to state the pathogen that's involved, symptoms, transmission, and prevention or treatment for each disease. Salmonella is also known as food poisoning. Symptoms include fever, abdominal cramps, vomiting, and diarrhea. It's caused by a bacteria. In the UK, poultry are vaccinated against Salmonella. It is spread on uncooked food or food prepared in unhygienic conditions. Gonorrhea is a sexually transmitted infection. Symptoms include yellow discharge from the vagina or penis and pain when urinated. It's caused by bacteria. Treatment includes antibiotics, but there now are resistant bacteria, so it can be difficult to treat. To prevent gonorrhea, you need to use condoms when having sex, and it is spread by sexual contact. Draw two separate mind maps, one for diseases caused by fungi, which is rose black spot, and another mind map for diseases caused by protists, which is malaria. For each mind map, state the pathogen that's involved, symptoms, transmission, and prevention or treatment for each disease. Rose black spot is a disease that affects plants. Its symptoms include purple or black spots on leaves that can turn yellow and then drop off. It's caused by a fungus. Treatment includes fungicides and removing and destroying infected leaves. It's spread by water or wind. A symptom of malaria is a fever. It's caused by a protist. To prevent the spread of malaria, you need to prevent mosquitoes from breeding and to use mosquito nets to avoid being bitten. Spread by mosquitoes, which are the vector for malaria. Draw a mind map for diseases caused by viruses, so that's HIV, measles, and TMV. What is the pathogen that's involved, symptoms, transmission, and prevention or treatment for each disease? Symptoms of measles include a fever and a red skin rash. It's caused by a virus. It can be fatal, so most young children are vaccinated against measles. It's spread by inhalation of droplets from sneezes and coughs. HIV is a flu-like illness. It develops into AIDS, which damages the immune system. It's caused by a virus. That is what the V in HIV stands for. It's controlled with antiretroviral drugs. It's spread by sexual contact or exchange of bodily fluids, such as blood, when drug users share needles. Tobacco mosaic virus, otherwise known as TMV, is a disease that affects plants. Its symptoms include a yellow mosaic pattern on leaves. It's caused by a virus. You don't need to know its treatment or how it spreads. After you have memorized your mind maps, time how long it takes for you to copy and complete this table.